Wait on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Loud.
yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
We're just going to let the music play as people join.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sabi Nation, we greet you now. This now how I say I'm number one podcast. And as we dey start today, and as we dey wait for people to join, we go like quickly make we recap all the things we don't do this month before we introduce our guest. I know say I don't see our guest for today. Mazi dey too. My name is Femi. So to recap what we don't do this month, this whole month of March, we don't decide say we go talk about the child. You know, our first episode on the topic of the child, we talk about child abuse. We explain what child abuse be, and how to know pikin wey don dey undergo where they go through child abuse, and how we fit take help, how we fit take our own role where we fit play for
Yes.
as individuals. And also the second episode we'll do about the child, we talk about child development, and for that episode we bring in guests. We talk about child development, and we talk about all the stages of development for the child. So today we actually want to talk about child protection. But as soon as I see the topic, now you see say the topic, the way we put the topic, usually our topic go there in the language where they speak, which is Pidgin English.
Pidgin English, yeah.
But we put this topic in a way where we say, because our guest today won't talk about, you won't be like in brand, and I'm saying a big grammar, but you go explain everything as we go on. So today we talk about securing a friendly and protective environment for the child, for children. And Mazi go ahead to introduce our guest for today.
Yes, so Sabi Nation, today our special guest, Mr. Peter Akinlami. I go introduce the best way where I go fit. Oga, if I miss anything, I beg you go help me, make you add one or two. So, Mr. Peter Akinlami, the Chief Executive Officer of the Power Parenting Company LLC. Now, pioneer for social development law for Nigeria and Africa, especially for the area of securing a friendly and protective environment for the precious African children. He done the active for this area for the past 23 years with outstanding contributions and experience we cross, our country, Nigeria, to other parts of the world. Mr. Peter Akinlami don't develop products and services where the focus now to promote the best interest of the precious African child. In a consultant, researcher, facilitator, conference speaker, mediator, social intervention content provider, child protection rights, enlightenment and education curriculum developer. Now, strong contributor to brainstorming and planning sessions, child youth trainer for UNICEF, the British Council, USAID, UNFPA, SOS Children Village International, the rule of law and anti-corruption, just to mention small of the thing where our guest today they involved with. Now, principal for Taiwo Akinlami Academy, will be legal enlightenment and social development outfit. Everything concerning in publications like books weighing done right and other things, we go put them for the end of
for the description too.
Description for this live podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, Oga Peter Akinlami, you are welcome to How Nasiam podcast.
I don't even know how to begin to greet you. I don't even know how to begin to start. I did tell my brother when he called me, I say, this kind of way on a one week I can't do. On a sure say I go fit do am because I know my own don't go too inchi na for proper English.
Yeah.
But he tell me, say, make I no worry. Say, he get one spirit way there. So once I begin to talk, say the spirit
yes,
I no go need to worry. Say,
That's so.
spirit, say, the spirit day here, and the spirit they always come upon anybody who don't come. I say, okay, even as so, I go to expect the spirit. I day here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So he gets for us to even start. I mean, Mazi don't do the introduction, but he get anything where if you say Mazi no add where you go want to make Sabi Nation know for that introduction.
I think say he don't talk everything. You know, say when somebody don't do one work for over 23 years, no way when you be say you feel capture him for 2 minutes.
Yes.
The work we person don't do, we be say he don't they do when I did the age of 27 when I begin to do this work. Today now I'll be 53 years old, and I know they do any other thing apart from this work where they do. So as time go on, as we they talk, we go dey anything we be say we need to talk.
Yeah.
Anything we say we need to add, we go dey add them. But
so
everything when you don't talk, it correct and
Oh, yeah.
it makes sense.
Okay. So make I just put the light to the reason why we they do waiting with the we would talk about this topic because
Mm-hmm.
election just passed, and for personally, and I don't talk am for the other two episodes, say I feel say for some reason I know for some reason I know feel say most of when politicians they talk waiting they won't do, waiting they won't do. They don't really talk about waiting specific to children, knowing
Mm,
that these children now go still grow up to become the leaders for this society tomorrow. They don't tell whether they tell us say children are the leaders of tomorrow. So that are
Mm-hmm.
the reason why we decide say okay, make we talk about this topic so that we go bring light, make we even really look how the states of children be, especially for our country, Nigeria. So where I go want make we start the conversation from now. With because of your work and everything where you don't they do,
Mm.
how you see what if you tell us say be the states of
mm,
the environment where our children they grow for Nigeria.
Well, the environment where our children they grow, e reach me person they cry instead
Hmm.
of make it talk. Just begin to dey cry. As you dey cry, people go to come dey understand say e get as the matter be.
mm,
If no be say uh, for God, the Nigerian child no be pikin for the face
Hmm.
of those wey dey in the leadership. You know say they say dem dey ask pikin wetin you go do when you grow up. Dem ask Australian child wetin you go do when you grow up, e talk im own. They ask American child wetin you go be when you grow up, im talk im own.
mm,
They ask the British child wetin you go be when you grow up, e talk im own. They come ask Nigerian child wetin you go be when you grow up, e say how I fit grow when I never chop.
Hmm.
Dat one na im conclude where the Nigerian child dey for all this matter. So when Goodluck Jonathan be the president of Nigeria, that time the number of pikin wey no go school na 10 million, 10.5 million. So government come waka enter the hand of dis change, that
mm,
na Buhari's hand. Then that time when e first come na 13.5 million when e finish first term. By the time
Hmm.
when e dey finish second term now, e come be 18.5. Now all dis figure wey I dey talk no be me talk am, na UNESCO, na dem talk am, na public knowledge. Nigeria don overtake India in the number of under 5 deaths.
Hmm.
So Nigeria still practice open defecation.
mm,
So now how you suppose look am be say Nigeria be population of 200 million. Now world poverty watch don tell us say um close to half or more of our people dem dey live on less than $1.5 per day,
Hmm.
wey mean say we don overtake India in the number of poor people wey dey dis
mm,
world. India na 1.3 billion, Nigeria na 200 million. Dem come
mm,
talk say the Bureau of Statistics for Nigeria come talk say parents Nigerians wey dey live in between dem reach 50 million. So you come see say between 100 million, 120 million and 50 million, we have like 170 million Nigerians wey be say dem dey suffer. If dem dey suffer, dem dey born pikin. The
Hmm.
pikin suppose grow. Dem suppose send the pikin go school. When you look
mm,
at all of these things, you go come see say the thing no be say e bad, e tie wrapper. E come be something wey be say e be like say the solution no be now, e go be
Hmm.
in the future. But someone talk say there are no hopeless situation, only hopeless people. So as we continue to maintain hope, with the effort, kind effort wey people like you now dey do, go dey bring this matter to our domot, make we dey think am, put am for our mind, make we dey think am.
mm,
We dey think am, we go come dey ask the question. So wetin we wan do? Wetin dey happen be say as e dey pain Nigerian children, e dey sweet some people. Like
Hmm.
Wike go talk, as e dey pain dem, e go dey
it dey
sweet us.
sweet
Wetin
them.
dey happen be
Mm,
say wetin dey sweet politicians Then they pain the Nigerian child. So we know
Mm.
if we continue like that, we suppose come they ask the question, what do we want to do now? Because me say I want believe say the people where they power, no be
Mm,
say they're wicked, no be say they don't want to do better. Now waiting they know then they do. But
mm,
waiting come concern me again be say their own picking, no they suffer waiting the ordinary man picking they suffer. Their own
True.
picking they go school for abroad, their picking they go private school, then they Nigeria, their picking they do better thing. If not to say then they ignorant, they don't know what it's supposed to be. They're not supposed to do it for their own children. Everybody supposed they suffer. But
yeah.
then know how to do better things for their children, but not for the children of the common man. So
Mm.
so we supposed to come the touchlight the thing, continue the talk am, make it clear to people, say children are human being, then get right. We suppose
Mm.
respect this right, because ultimately
Mm,
our country no go better pass the children wey we raise. The children wey we dey raise today, the people wey dey here today now, wey we dey complain about, dem be
Yeah.
children yesterday. Na the way wey we the country take treat dem, na dem dey treat the country today. You no fit
yeah.
blame dem. Now, so the way wey we dey treat children today too, when dem grow old too, dem go treat the country the same way the country too dey treat dem. So na because of that, we suppose, begin to ask question, where will they go from here? Wetin we fit do to make life better for our children?
Mm.
You don't work. You don't do this work around for Nigeria, for Africa, and outside Nigeria, and I'm sure say you don't dey do it for 23 years. So this work with children don't carry you waka well well. Wetin be the things way from everything where you don't do? Wetin be the things where you feel say like maybe we'll go into the main thing where we want to discuss today. Wetin be the things where be say we fit do to secure that friendly and protective environment for our children?
Well, I think the first thing be say, when I work with people, particularly for Africa, I dey see say we never begin to see children like people. We dey see
Mm,
them as our, then they call am mini me. How your children go be mini me, mini you? If your children be mini you, no be cause be that. Because
mm,
you dey pray say make your children be bigger than you. So your children supposed to be bigger than you. But
Mm.
yeah.
when you say, look at my mini me, people they call their children their mini me, my small me. Your children no be
Mm.
small you. Your children are bigger you.
Mm.
And when the children they hear say I be mini me, it was supposed to the children now go they feel say in suppose him be smaller because in they small in stature. No be so. So the first thing we say, waiting I don't invest in now to help people see say picking them be human beings. We never accept that for Africa. And I
Mm,
will tell you why how we never accept them. Now serious matter. Now if you talk am from now to tomorrow, we never accept. Okay, for example, now if you day house, you dey watch movie. Now your better. Now your movie wey be say you won't watch. Your pikin fit come meet you say, and your pikin now you don't agree say e don reach time maybe say he suppose watch his own movie. If you come meet you say daddy, it's my time. You go talk say
Mm.
who buy the TV? Wetin be your
Mm.
no be me give you the time. I give you the time, I fit collect the time. My friend make you find somewhere go sit down. But if now you wan watch something, then fix one match wey be say you no know say the match go happen, or you don't know say the match go happen, and the time wey be say this pikin suppose watch his own program, you go meet am
Mm.
say my friend go to your room, I want to watch, daddy want to watch something. You no go even apologize. You go say sorry I know say you suppose dey watch this thing at this time, but you know say I wan watch something, don't worry, I go make am up to you. You go no
Mm.
go talk that. Only few people go talk that one because we believe say na you own the house, na your house, na you buy TV, but you no own anything. Anything, everything wey dey your house na for everybody wey dey the house, because that pikin no write application to come to this world. Na you go bring am. When
True.
you bring am, if okay, make I give you example. If una go church, if una dey go church, for example, make I use church because me I dey go church, I be church person. So if you go
Mm.
church for Sunday now, you finish service, you come dey stand outside, you come see people wey dey wait, you come see one of them say come, I want sister, I've been see you in this church, or brother, I've been see you. I want to invite you to my house. Make we go fellowship more. The person come follow you, go your house. You can't reach, you can't sit down with laptop, you dey work. You say you get assignment wey you want submit for Monday. The person say, please now make you give me water. You say please, I dey busy, I dey busy. You get wetin I wan submit. Person no go dey think say na jeje I dey my own when we finish service. I get
Mm,
house, I get water wey I fit
mm,
drink.
Yeah.
I want to dey go my house. You come call me say make I follow you. I come follow you finish. No dey form busy for me. Na im be with children. Dem dey jeje. Children no dey write application. People wey no get,
mm,
dem dey go around, dem dey try, dem dey do everything in the books to make sure say dem get pikin. When the pikin come, dem go dey treat pikin say pikin no be person. I say pikin beg to come. Pikin no beg to come.
Yeah.
Pikin dey safe with God. When im dey, some children sef dem dey better when dem dey
mm,
than for dem to come here. Im dey
mm,
there, come bring am. The pikin come become body. You no go talk, you go dey talk to am anyhow. Wetin we want people to know be say pikin na persons. Dem be person. And when you say pikin na person, dem get three characteristics wey make dem person. Number one,
Mm.
dem be say dem get worth. Dem be human being. No be say dem go become human being tomorrow. Dem be human being na. Everything wey you dey enjoy, na im the pikin suppose enjoy. You suppose treat am as human being. You suppose talk to am as human being. You suppose follow and talk as human being. If you wan talk to adult, e get as you go plan yourself. You wan talk to pikin, go just take anyhow. No be pikin, na pikin. One, pikin get worth. The richest man in the world no fit buy pikin for market. One pikin for legal
mm,
market no fit. E no possible. Because if you go buy pikin for market, na offense. So that to show you how big human being be, how pikin be. Number two for pikin be say pikin, number one be say e get wetin I first tell number, e get worth. Number two be say pikin get sense of judgment. E dey think. E fit think. 4-year-old dey play with 3-year-old for the back of dem papa car. Papa come dey talk to the 4-year-old say, allow your sister to play with you, allow your sister to play with you.
Mm.
Pikin come talk say, 4-year-old come talk say, daddy, I no talk say make she no play with me. I dey just talk say make she no hurt me. So 4-year-old don differentiate between make somebody dey hurt somebody and make somebody dey play with somebody. Na so e be. So the truth be say pikin get sense of reasoning. Number three be say pikin get power of choice. E
mm,
fit decide. No be everyday you go dey chop indomie. Indomie. E no wan chop indomie. You say, na wetin I get. I know say e must chop wetin you get, but e get as you dey talk, as you go take present am to am. Say na
mm,
wetin dey be dis yo, make you chop am. No be say you go say, if you don chop it, I'm going inside now. If I come out now, you go see wetin go happen to you. So the number one thing be say we never begin to see pikin, children the way wey we suppose see them. Government no see them the way we suppose see them.
mm,
Parents no see them the way we suppose see them. You know, you get one thought where I dey think this morning when I dey do my morning devotion. I come dey think say because I dey read one portion of the Bible, I come dey think say if church sef dey go and say they wan do evangelism, they wan evangelize people, the real evangelist na parents. Because say train up a child the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it. When somebody don't become hard fish, dry fish, go don dey carry evangelism go meet am. God wan use your life. When be say the life sef don permit, the man sef no know where
Mm.
he dey go. But when the pikin dey young, the Bible talk say if you put anything wey you put into the pikin when he dey young, the pikin when he grow, he no go depart from am. This
Yes.
one I come dey think say the real evangelist na parents. So na the number one thing wey I concern with, because you know we dey treat children the way wey we see them. We
mm,
dey see them the way wey dem see us when we dey grow up. Na wetin dey happen
Mm.
be that. So the number one issue wey be say I don deal with, if I dey train school, I dey train people for 2 days, a whole day I dey spend that time on belief. Wetin
Mm.
you believe about children? Make I give you this example. Now, Africans everywhere in the world believe say there's something wey we dey call child discipline. Child discipline. But I don see say there's nothing wey be say be child discipline. This is wey dey call child discipline, e no go work because children dem dey copy you.
mhm,
Instead of maybe say we dey talk about child discipline, we don talk about am sotey as if say na pikin, only pikin na im need discipline for house. But wetin we suppose understand be say na everybody for the house na im need discipline. Papa need discipline, mama need discipline, everybody need discipline.
Mm.
Discipline no be beating. Discipline means say to teach. Disciplinary from the Latin word disciplinary, which is to teach.
Yeah.
Any society we no get culture of discipline, any family wey no get culture of discipline, small thing wey mama do papa don shout, small thing wey papa do mama don shout, dem no dey greet, dem go dey do all of those things, dem go come meet pikin say why there be sibling rivalry, why you no dey talk to your brother, why you no wan be brotherliness, how you go be brotherliness when there's no familyness for the place wey be say dem dey raise am. So my greatest work na im be that number one. Number two be say I see say when I begin to work with UNICEF and I begin to work with British Council, all of these international organizations, I see say dem dey talk about all this matter about children from wetin dey happen for their society. E get some things wey be say don dey established in all those society. Na from there dem develop this curriculum, come dey teach, say make we dey teach people. I come look am say, this thing no go work because the people wey be say una the people say the place wey be say una bring this thing from, they don grow over the years wey be say dem come get to where dem get now. We still dey elementary, come dey give us university degree make we dey do for elementary, we go dey fail am. I come talk say we need to develop something wey be say I come develop something wey be say I come call African sensitive child safeguarding and protection. That is, we go dey look at our culture, our nature, how we dey take think, how we dey take see things. Look at many schools for Nigeria, we dey deceive ourselves. Say we dey run British curriculum. So when you want your child to run British curriculum, you come carry them go British school. The person wey dey the British school, e be British, no be Nigeria, no be the same Nigerian English. Even if you try to see phonetics, try to learn how speak am like Oyinbo, e no be Oyinbo, because when
Mm.
make Oyinbo be Oyinbo, no be only the language. When make Oyinbo be Oyinbo na the culture. That is why when you go a country called Finland, wetin dem dey call education ministry for Finland, dem call am Ministry of Education and Culture.
Culture.
The,
Yeah.
the curriculum wey be say the Oyinbo man develop, dem develop for dem people. Dem develop for those and dem children go learn their culture. Come bring am come Nigeria. Say dey do British curriculum, American curriculum, Afghanistan curriculum, all kinds of curriculum. Just bring am come. Nigerian parents, they're ready to do any curriculum. I see say na that curriculum go better their children. So I come dey talk say number two thing be say I come dey talk say no, we suppose look at Africa, look at our challenges, look at where we dey, and everything wey be say we wan teach, we go dey teach am according to those things wey be say matter to us. Make I give you one example. You see say for Africa now, we never start to dey understand say when pikin dey grow, e get developmental stage. E get wetin pikin suppose don learn from age 0 to 3. E get wetin pikin suppose learn from age that 3 to 6. The people for developed world, they don create channel wey be say the pikin go dey plug into. No be say parent, no be them go dey think am. The system don dey. But for Nigeria, nothing like that. You can't see pikin, you can't see parent wey go come school say, I don register my pikin. I don register my pikin for nursery school. He must be able to count 100, 1 to 100 for age 3, age 4. Now, for Finland, pikin never start school. For Italy, pikin never start school. For America, the pikin never start school that time. But now wetin we dey follow. Lastly, the last wey be say e matter to me be say this thing wey we dey call parenting no be one person job. E no get any country in the world wey be say na only papa and pikin dey look after children. And make I tell you, wetin God don put inside pikin, no one person parent fit bring am out. So if you look at country wey be say children dey do well, prosperous country, you go see say na 4 institutions, na 4 bodies, na dem tanda gidigba dey take care of children. Na 4. One, na im be the parent, papa and pikin. Number 2, as a matter of fact, sef, in some places, the country dey take decision whether papa and pikin fit have children sef. Then go decide how many they suppose have. You get them? So
Yeah.
number one be say, so for Africa now, na pikin na parent they handle everything. Now then go pay school fees. School fees no be the responsibility of parents. You know,
Yeah.
no that one no be the responsibility of parents like that. But for Africa, things don't scatter. Everything don't dabaru, everything don't jaga jaga, you know. So now four institutions supposed to look after children. Number one institution, now be the papa and pikin parents. Number two institution, na im be the community. Inside that community, you get press, people wey dey do news like you dey do now. You get
Yeah.
you get religious people, you get schools, you get neighbors. All of those ones, na im dey suppose dey support the family. Maybe say dem dey go dey create culture, dem go dey create wetin dey acceptable inside family, so that inside the community, so that everybody go comply. Even sometimes that community dem dey build schools, dem dey build hospitals, dem dey build all of those things, so that pikin go fit do, so that parents go dey supported. A tree no fit make a forest. I
For
dey tell some people few days ago, I say any human being for this world wey believe say e fit do anything alone, e don dey cursed.
mm,
No be God curse am o, no be nature cause am o. Him don cause himself, because nature no give it to anybody to see everything finish. Nobody fit see. You go get wetin dem dey call blind spot. So I pity
yeah.
people wey dey do life alone. I'm a lone ranger. You no fit go anywhere. See, dem dey talk say when e going get tough, the tough must
Let's
get
go. Yeah.
Let's go.
get
Mm.
Olakunle Soriyan, he be my mentor. Him come talk say, him come talk say, look oh, when the going gets tough, no be say the tough go just get going. The tough must look for collaboration. For
Mm,
today, how we talk know say you tough, you turn that gidigba, you get power, and be say who you dey follow, who dey follow you, who you dey talk to. Because now so God create this world. When God want creator, he said, come, let us make man. It will mean say we as human beings, we are creation of community. Then create us
yes.
to the word communication get etymology, get root word. The word communication come from community,
Mm,
communion. You get am? So
yeah.
number one, we say community day.
Mm,
Number three, now government come day. Government na im go dey make policies, na im go dey make sure say, because pikin for every country dem no be grand citizens, dem be citizens. Abi no be so? Abi
Yeah.
yes.
pikin na grand citizen. He say you get grandparent, do you have grand citizen?
No, not at all.
Say you dey get grandchildren.
Mm,
Everybody wey dem don born for country, na im be the citizen of the country. So
country.
the question now be say, if Nigerian children, African children, dem be the citizens of Africa, how come say dem no wetin dem dey enjoy by self say dem be that citizen? Wetin? So we suppose dey tell the state, e get wetin dem dey call social investment. That one social investment na im go lead to wetin dem dey call social protection. That
Mm.
social protection na im be policy, na im be program wey be say the life of a child, when the mama don get belle, this government don plan am wetin the child go need at what age. That why wey be say for country like Finland, nobody dey outside school. They
Mm,
don think am from beginning to the end. Shebi we be human being, we fit think, we suppose fit think. That one na im is called social protection. E no dey. Now the last one na im be international community. Now four institution wey dey look after children, na I dey talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Na papa and mama, family, parent. Number two, na im be community. Number three, na im be state. State get role to play. If you say state no get role to play, state cannot do everything. I dey ask them, I say wetin state dey do? State cannot do everything. If state cannot do everything, state cannot. Let's scrap state now. Why we dey pay tax? Everybody dey on im own.
Mm.
Form our own police, form our everything. Say when we don't buy generator now, NEPA no
Mm,
work, we don't buy generators. Private school, public school no work, we don't go start private school. And maybe we form our own police now. I say, as a matter of fact, we don't form our own vigilante. Maybe we
mm,
go like that. So the last one, na international community. Wetin about international community be say international community won't be the friend of anybody, na as friend of interest. Now waiting pay them. Na
yeah.
dem dey do. So but
Yeah.
international community don't get laws, don't make laws. Maybe say They don't talk say now like this, like this, like this. Now you go treat pikin. For example, you get one law, Convention on the Right of the Child, is the now it be the most ratified law, international treaty in the world today. Only one country in the world never ratify am. All the other countries don't ratify am, including Somalia, wey be say e get civil war. All those countries don't ratify am. So wetin I dey talk in a final note be say wetin I dey talk for my work na be say I dey interested in culture. Culture, we eat strategy for breakfast. Na so dem dey talk am.
Yeah.
What is your belief?
Yeah.
Our children, we need to deal with that. Number two be say wetin be African sensitive child safeguarding and protection. We say e get to do with who we be, where our problem be. I no fit get
Yeah.
I dey get headache. You dey give me you dey give me medicine for leg ache. E no go work. I get problem for Nigeria. They go give me something where you go bring from abroad. We be say, imagine say somebody they can't sell winter coat for Nigeria and say
For
na
Nigeria.
winter.
Mm.
Harmattan say wey we dey see before, we no dey too see am again. You can't say na
True.
winter. Come bring coat. Say this my coat. I must wear am for Nigeria. You go wear am, but you go catch fire.
Yeah.
You go still wear am, you go catch fire. People say this man dey born oh, he dey born oh. They no go know say na wetin you wear. Number three,
Yeah.
let me say this thing wey we dey call parents. Nobody fit do am alone. Any country where you see say na only papa and pikin dey in charge of children, the country no get future. Those children they no fit develop. So all this way they talk about parenting. I see a lot of people wey dey talk parenting for Nigeria. They get it good, na better development. But they talk say parenting, as powerful as it be, as important as it be, na everybody na be parent. Government, papa and pikin, community, government, and international community. Thank you.
Wow. Barrister Taiwo, I really grateful for this point where you just drop. But somebody just asked me question. I want to take you a little bit back now. I don't know whether you don't answer this question I want to ask now based on the explanation where you give regarding, you say you talk something about community and the international bodies and every other organization where they come together to raise that. Somebody say, what will be the most significant challenges where they face child protection advocates and organizations, and how the public feel support their effort?
Well, the greatest challenge na be say, if you put something on nothing, I expect make it stand. Forget
Yeah.
it. The greatest challenge we dey na be our belief. Me, I don't feel overemphasize that one.
Yeah.
I don't work with all kinds of people. I don't work with organizations where we say they get money, they do policy, they don't go still fit follow up. Because they believe that God will protect these children. Say
Yeah.
anything na God, everything. Now, you want buy school uniform, you know say na God. You want paint school before children resume, you know say na God. You want anything where you want do, no be God. But when it comes to say make we protect you, say na God.
God.
May we leave everything to God. School bus, may we leave am to God. Printing classroom, may we leave am to God.
Yeah.
Buying school bus, may we leave am to God. School uniform, may we leave am to God. But the things wey matter, they leave am for God. But the thing wey no matter, wey you think say no matter, wey be say na him matter pass, you leave am to God. Make I tell you wetin one woman talk. I go talk am for English. Im name na Ellen King. Na him be the consultant for UNICEF for one country, like for the Caribbeans. Im talk say since children spend a significant amount of their childhood in school, it is for this reason, if no other, that school should be warm, caring, and nurturing places where students feel supported and protected. Indeed, research has shown that when children feel supported, they have better learning and behavioral outcome. So when one is talk, we say safety of pikin na im be education. Once children no dey safe, they no fit learn anything. So now that one part, that one problem. Another problem be say how you go take work with children wey be say structure no dey. Make I give you a quick example. E get one family wey we dey work with now for Nigeria. That one boy go impregnate, go rape. Say any sexual contact with a child na rape, na statutory.
Yes.
Anybody below 18 for Nigeria na pikin. If you say the pikin say make you come sleep with am, you come say you know dey sleep with children na sexual abuse. Anytime wey be say you can't go have carnal knowledge of children or unlawful carnal knowledge, if na adult, if dey just say allow you, e no allow you, that one na argument. But wey be say na with pikin na rape. So this person come sexually molest 15-year-old girl, come give am belle. When give am belle finish, the mama come go meet am for the street say, see o wetin you don do for my pikin. Dem beat the mama, blood comot for im eyes.
Hmm.
The man say the people say dem get power, say dem dey na dem dey rule the area, say nothing go happen. Say okay, dem come bring the matter to us. We come begin to involve organizations for Lagos State, Child Protection Network, we involve Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Agency, we call all of those people. E come reach one level wey be say because we don call all of those people, police come act, come arrest this boy, dem put am for inside cell, dem think say im go go court. As all of that one dey go on, then the people come dey begin to threa ten this woman again, say if dem jail that boy, make you see o. The woman come dey cry, say wetin e be this? Well, dem come dey call us, say I wan withdraw this matter. I come tell am, say madam, you no go withdraw this matter. We go find way wey we say we go take support you. Maybe say maybe you go find another place, go live, money wey you need, we go dey see how we fit provide all of them, we go see wetin we fit do. Now my colleague for where we dey work together, na him dey handle the case. Him name na Olabisi Afolabi, na him dey handle that case, you know. And him dey handle the case like that. Now this, we don raise money since this matter start for this woman. No be small, we don raise. Now the woman now, so that because of this threat, he come comot from im house, dey go live with im friend for another place. This pikin wey be say get belle still go still say he wan achieve im education, still dey go school.
Hmm.
We come see say if we no dey, police no go fit. No, police don say dem be boyfriend and girlfriend. If we no dey, police no go do anything for that boy. Now wey be say police don do something, then dey threa ten that woman.
They threaten the woman.
My colleague come go meet one man wey be say community wey we don train them on community child protection, and we work with them to create what we call community child protection group. We believe say they're strong. We come call the man, say oga, my colleague come call and say oga, wetin. I say we don't want that woman. Oh, anything wey happen, na him go take head carry am. We don tell her things no be like that. I say look am, the person wey we don train, wey be say suppose defend the woman. Those kind things na be the difficulty. One, belief still dey. Two, infrastructure no dey. So that woman now, all the money wey be say we don spend now to support that woman, we suppose pull am. E suppose be one pot for state wey be say the woman go fit collect that kind money. Now the woman don go im friend's place wey be say e go go stay there with the pikin. He go take that pikin go school because he no wan make dem go attack the pikin. You dey get am? So
Yeah.
so that kind of thing, infrastructure no dey. You know, the final problem is say if we wan make Nigeria change, we must dey understand say if e better for the rope, e go better for the bird. If e better for the tree, e go better for the bird. If e no better for Nigeria, e no fit better for the pikin wey dey inside. We suppose come dey ask ourselves the question, wetin be say we fit do to make sure say e better for our pikin? Wetin we suppose to begin to do? Which question we suppose dey ask government when this election dey go on? I dey post for my Instagram account, for my Facebook account, I dey post, I dey talk say may we ask politician wetin dem get for children. When this government come power 2015, I write many articles wey be say I dey set wetin dem dey call agenda. I dey tell government say na the areas wey some people even dey accuse me say the boy dey look for appointment, the man dey look for appointment, na him we dey write.
That's all.
Wetin be appointment? I no want any appointment. I just dey talk say I don dedicate how many years of my life to this thing. E get wetin be say I don see, wey be say for other people na blind spot, dem no go see am. Because I see am, I dey talk say na wetin Nigerian children dey go through. This governor wey be say e dey do second time, now when you wan do first time, they invite me with some other people, no be for private meeting, they invite us. Make we come advise, make we come tell the government Then in the campaign, in one comment, somebody go advise wetin we think say be the problem of children. I tell am say this. He didn't tell me say no worry. When we reach government, the all this way they talk now we go do. Now the really government because most of those things they never do. Maybe then they do other things. But wetin
mm,
I come to talk be say we go continue to advise government say the future wey you believe for na go reflect the kind of children wey you go train. You go dey fight children dey do yahoo yahoo, dey dey do all this. Why not? Why I no encourage yahoo, I no dey do yahoo, I no encourage yahoo.
mm.
But when e dey idle, devil go turn am to workshop. If pikin look at how many years our pikin, how many months, 9 months our pikin dey house. Woman wey get belle when ASUU went on strike, e don deliver before ASUU
I
resume.
also come back.
Oh yeah.
E don deliver, e don do naming ceremony.
Yeah. Thank you. Uh, I did. I just did. It just be like somebody just sit down, make it just continue because it just they drop a lot of insight to the things we
True.
to this topic where we dey talk about today. And I thank you for taking your time to come join us to talk about this matter. But I want make we kind of step back a little bit, make we look the community where you talk, especially schools. One of the things we don't give we don't they give me concerns lately. Now when I dey hear say Pikin go school, he die.
Mm.
Like what did they happen? Because a lot of us, me and Mazi will go we go boarding school. But we
Mhm.
come house safe. We are still alive. What
Yeah.
did they happen where we say our children they go school and Pikin go die? And to even worsen everything, that's not to show say not when me for even know say they're not really they see children as children or they're not they see Pikin as person like you talk now the
Yeah.
fact say Pikin die finish, then authorities they try to cover up waiting happen.
Mm.
How we fit take look into this our school academic environment, and apart from the death self we dey see children and things where they happen like rape and all those kind of things. How we fit take make our schools and our places of education where our pikin suppose go learn, how we fit take do and we be say pikin no go there go die.
Wetin dey happen be say nobody pray
Mm,
make e born pikin come send am go school. E come be say that place wey be say e send the pikin to where the pikin suppose learn, then dem go come kpai the pikin. Nobody pray for that one. Na
Mm.
bad thing for pikin to die. But wetin I come see say the reason wey be say pikin dey die for school na im one thing wey be say all of us we never dey look. Na im be say protocol no dey. I don tell you say na for institution na im dey raise children.
mm,
Ask now if you dey Nigeria, wetin be the protocol of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and states to protect children for school? Wetin be
mm,
say if school must put into place wey be say if dem no get am dem no fit open school?
mm.
Wait, e no get, e no exist.
No
Anybody fit
there.
open school, anything.
Yeah.
Now I dey tell you big school, small school, na wetin you fit do. Which society dey run like that? Wey be say na wetin you consider say e dey okay na you go do.
Mm,
And we dey talk about human life. You fit fly plane, any developed country fit dey fly plane wey say Nigeria I like I go do. If I service the plane once a year, once in 2 years, nobody
mm,
dey ask you question. E fit happen. So the number one question be say when something happen, we no dey look at the real problem. And because Africa we no dey look at real problem, government go dey give us yeye to dey discuss. We don busy ourselves with the yeye, we go dey discuss yeye, time go don go, another pikin go die. Make I give you example. For Lagos State now, for example,
mm,
e get one school Dowen, pikin die there.
mm,
Government no talk. After a while now, government people come dey talk. Say, government, why you no go talk? Government come talk. Government come talk say they don close the school. Now,
Mm.
government after a while, they don reopen the school. The reason why dem take close am, dem tell us. The law wey be say the school breach, wey made them close am, dem no tell us.
mm,
After a while, dem open am. Till today, they see the court, Corona, to establish wetin kill that pikin. They see the court, they never finish am.
Hmm.
We will dey go court every day to go observe wetin dey happen for there. So another pikin die for Chrisland now.
Yeah, for Chrisland, yeah.
Wetin government do immediately? Lock the school.
School.
I dey ask the question. All this idea of locking school no be the way forward.
Nope.
Now the issue be this. If anything happen, wetin we fit hold you to, wetin you don put in place, even for your own schools as government, wetin you dey do there? You get protocol, you get wetin you take protect children. When pikin come die, you go come politicize am, you go don turn am into politics. Wey be say as pikin die for normal country, even the people wey dey control education there, they go dey lose their job go. You dey tell them say wetin you do to make sure say, now look at this Chrisland case for example now. You don shot Chrisland, right?
Hmm.
Now but that pikin no die for inside school. The pikin die for Agege Stadium. Now for Agege Stadium e happen. Agege Stadium na public property. Agege Stadium na government property. Now the school wey go do inter sport for Agege Stadium, no be only dem dey do inter sport there.
Hmm.
Many others, plenty school, dem dey do inter sport there. Wetin Agege Stadium put in place to protect children when you don know say e dey receive children every year, e dey get 5 school, 3 school, 4 school wey dey do inter sport there. Wetin dem put in place to protect children there? Nothing.
Nothing.
Now as all these things dey happen now, who know wetin dey happen to Agege Stadium? Dem lock am, they don arrest somebody there, they don ask
No.
anybody question. So
No.
we dey follow one side wey be say, so wetin dey happen be say, my brothers, as long as we continue like this, God forbid, we don't pray it happens, but it's inevitable.
Hmm.
It's inevitable. Are you getting it? It's inevitable. You know, because when something happen, we suppose make sure, say we ask the necessary question. Not be say we chant, not be say we dey think say we want show say we dey work. Not be like that things dey work. The way things dey work be say when something we go work towards prevention, say nothing must happen. When the thing can't happen, now you know say all this traffic light wey we dey look, e get as e take happen. Somebody die, something happen. One man come think say, I wan create something wey be say e go dey stop traffic. Now wetin make dem create traffic light o? You know say traffic light na invention wey come as a result of an incident. All this
Yeah.
traffic light wey we dey look. So for one place, pikin wan cross, motor jam am because he just come from inside school bus. They come make law for that state. Anytime wey you see school bus park, no motor must move.
Yeah.
For developed country, you dey see law wey dem dey name after people. They go name the law after the person because something don happen wey be say society don learn. The country say this law is Whitney Adeniran law. Wey be say we don learn something wey be say we no go dey do again. This law na Sylvester Oromoni law. We don learn something wey we no do. E no dey happen for Nigeria. The same mistake. The reason why pikin don die for one school, now e go die for another school. You see, the fundamental problem, the main problem be say we never understand the value of human life. We never
Yeah.
understand the value of human pikin. So when I want to address this issue, I know they address them. School get their role. Yes, school get their role. We must not run away from that. School get their role. But we must run. We don't reach time when we run away from this thing. When we say medicine after death, somebody don't die. Now you go come, shut down school, do all of this rigmarole, do paro, shakara, everybody here and there, lock the school. You don't win political point. Everybody happy with you. You open the school, nothing happen. Then business as usual until another pikin die. You're supposed to be.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Mazi.
Wow. I did try look the questions where they come for my WhatsApp people they list we don't join us. Sabi Nation on today we get barrister Taiwo Akinlami for studio, and we dey talk about securing a friendly and protective environment for children. Now very important topic this month of March. We decide say we go talk about the child and child abuse, child development and protection. Now we say we could bring experts way day into this area to come talk to us about them, and we did very grateful say Barrister Taiwo taking in time out of him busy schedule to come follow us day for studio for the time where we day here. Somebody they ask say whether you feel share any success story or any positive example of child protection effort, we don't put tangible impact on children and families in your area or any area where you sabi.
If you begin to talk that one, I will not go come out for here.
Mm,
You get plenty things. The work we person they do will be say the number one thing be say to help people to liberate their minds. We dey get testimony from time to time of people wey be say dem go dey tell us wetin our work don do. Dem go dey cry. Say e get people wey be say dem call me say make I come do something. I go send dem say I wan send somebody. Say no, if you no fit come, we no go gree.
mm,
Wetin we like for wetin you dey do be say you are inspirational. You get as you dey take present this thing wey be say e go catch everybody, person go understand am. So we no fit count how many people be say if we begin to count, we no go finish. We no fit count how many people be say we don change their lives, the way wey dem dey think, the way wey dem dey see things. For Lagos State government, we don work with them to develop child protection system for the entire state of Lagos State.
yeah.
That one become law. That way we develop come become law for Lagos State. They call am executive order. The document wey be say we develop don become law. We don change the way wey people dey think. We don change curriculum. All of those many things wey be say we don change curriculum of wetin British Council dey teach, wetin UNICEF dey teach. We don make our own addition, change all of those things. They don't recognize us all over the world, not only for Nigeria, for everywhere where we dey, they don't recognize us, say this work wey we dey do, we don't change something. They don't recognize that people will be say e get for 2017. Google and Facebook they invite me, say make I come share my own. They call that thing showcase. They showcase our project for Nigeria. What would they do? Who then showcase am? That's in Dublin, in the city of Dublin, in Ireland. Who then
Mm,
showcase am to? They showcase am for practitioners from Europe, from Africa. They call them Child Safety Summit for Europe, for Africa, for Middle East, and other parts of the world. People come, come listen to us say how you dey take do this thing for Nigeria. That's for 2017. Now they call us, we do that one. Then exhibit our project. I dey speak for that place. For April, I think 27 that year. The only black man wey stand gidigba dey speak there. Come dey
mm,
talk say na wetin we don do, wetin we don do. I do presentation, do slide, show people wey we don do. We no fit finish am. E plenty. If I look at I get one document wey dem dey call bibliography. That bibliography now na over 400 pages of references to my work. No be my work, references where you fit find am. My
yeah.
blog where I dey write, that blog dem dey read am for 189 countries of the world. And that blog now, na im be I don publish over 1,000 articles. I no know anybody for this world, no be even for Nigeria, wey be
Mm,
say don do the level of research wey I don do on Africa and don publish my work. For books, book plenty, articles plenty, wetin we don do. So for us, note, we never reach place where we say we don't finish, we don't
mm,
rest. No, we still dey work. Every day we dey think how we fit do this thing better, wetin we fit do better, because as long as be say one pikin still dey suffer for Africa, we still get
mm,
work to do, because no one pikin come to this life as an alternative for another pikin. Every pikin matter, every life
yeah.
matters. So as long as one pikin dey wey be say e never get the individuality wey e suppose get, the right wey be say e suppose get, we go continue to work, continue to talk these things, because at the end of the day, we no fit finish the work no dey finish.
You know
We
they
go hand am
finish.
over to other people wey dey come behind us. That's why I don build faculty. In our faculty today, we get over 15 people wey be say dey that faculty, wey be say we don train them, dem fit train, dem fit do it. And from time to time we dey make call. If you wan join the faculty, you go come, we go train you. We go do background check, we go know the kind person wey you be, wey be say you no be somebody wey be say wan come cause trouble for us. We go put you for our team. The people wey dey our faculty, no be all of them dey work for us. Dem be individuals wey be say come all over the world, wey be say don come join the faculty, say they wan be part of wetin we dey do.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, you mentioned your books, and I don't go try. They try see whether I fit use this time just quickly share to Sabi Nation your some of your books. So this is not your store. So let me. Yes. So I see all these books. If you tell us about these books and how people go fit get them and waiting lead you to do all this publication and
Okay.
which age the books they for.
So you get entertainment and big thing all over the
Mm,
world. And one time I see say people they complain, say waiting our children they listen to, good, waiting them they read, good. I can't they talk say waiting you create for them to read, when we say they no go
mm-hmm,
read rubbish. If you
Mm.
don't create, if you don't create waiting them go read, you know if you talk to you know if they talk say they read the rubbish because you never create. So come create that comic. That comic na entertainment, but from there we they talk sense. Actually they protect themselves, all of that. The
mm,
comic we get 9 editions. On the 10th edition we dey do am now. That one they focus on children wey be say dem dey grow up for outside their family, how dem dey take fend, how dem dey feel, wetin society suppose know about them. We dey work on that. So wetin we don do here be say we don discuss entertainment, we don discuss resilience, we don discuss bullying, we don discuss sexuality education, we don discuss all of it. But na play pikin no dey read am. So pikin wey be from 7 year old suppose fit read am, and pikin wey be say dey younger, parents fit dey read am to them. Dat one dey important. Den we get one book wey be say volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. Now volume we still say parents wan start to dey talk to children, but they no know how to start. You wan talk to
Yeah.
your children about sexuality, you wan talk to your children about love, you wan talk to your children about drug, you no know how to start. We come
Yeah.
create dis thing wey be say e be like devotional. You fit read am, e go give you knowledge wey be say you go fit come know how to start that conversation with your children. Na we call save for me, na im be that one. Den we come see say the problem for this world, things don spoil. You go see say everything don change. People no know wetin to do. Dem dey para say wetin we go do because internet dey. You know how many social media platform wey dey, everything dey, parents no know where to turn. We come create this one wey call show up, stand out, show off. That one na im be say look, for this world, wetin go distinguish you na your value. So
Mm.
how be say we fit put those value inside children? We come create this one, so that children go fit learn value. Now during COVID, people dey online. So the people wey wan abuse children too, no be say dem resign, no be say dem
Yeah.
retire say
mm,
COVID don come. Dem too dem go online. We come create another book there wey be say na 123 or 124 pages of guide of wetin parents suppose know about online. Say online na about three things we say for the book. Online na about con ten t, contacts and conduct.
Yeah.
mm,
Mean say con ten t dey. When you contact the content, e go affect your conduct.
mm,
So if you no want bad so anything wey you dey watch, sit down, ask yourself, wetin be the end product when it come to conduct? Which kind conduct this thing go bring? Some people say they no dey watch some things for the presence of their children. I say I hear you. If you dey watch am, your children go watch am in you. Because
Mm.
woman wey I dey lis ten to, im name na Erin McManus, he say, what informs you forms you. What informs you forms you. Anything wey be say dey inform you, dey form you.
yeah,
Anything wey be say you dey lis ten to, na you go become. So if you dey lis ten to something, you say you no wan make your children lis ten to am, you dey hide am from your children go see am in you. Your children go see am in you. So we create that one wey be say we dey tell parents say you fit create wetin we dey call family constitution, wey be say your family go get guide, wetin dey guide dem, wetin dem suppose do, wetin dem no suppose do. So basically na so e be. Wey be say we put all of these things together. We get audio program too. I think I get up to 59 audio program wey be say I
Mm.
don record at different times, wey be say I don talk plenty things, about how to safeguard our children.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you want to get these books now, then they Amazon. Amazon now. But some people for Nigeria, they tell us say they no fit access Amazon, something that happen. We have Okada books for Nigeria. Okada book,
Mm,
if you buy the books, all the books that are on Okada book,
yeah.
e also dey Amazon. For those who are outside Nigeria, if you get them for Amazon.
Fantastic. Once again, Barrister Taiwo Akinlami, thank you so much. Uh, we take come this our Talk Pro podcast. How na see am. How if people Sabi Nation they want reach you, how they fit take reach you in case people won't call you either for one event or they need your guidance, they need your some sort of advice. How people fit take reach you?
If you want reach me, I dey Instagram. Taiwo Akinlami returns. I call am returns because I get one account before wey be say Instagram. I don't know wetin dem talk say I do. They ask am. So I fight sotey, I take picture. He say make I take picture. I go take picture. As he say I be prisoner, I go send am. I no do anything. I can't go start another. I can't tell am say I can't call am Taiwo Akinlami returns. Come back. Then I get LinkedIn. I feel people feel reach me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
If you send me message for LinkedIn, Taiwo Akinlami, that's my name. If you send me message for LinkedIn, I go respond to you. Then I get if you DM me for Instagram too, I go respond. I get Twitter account at Taiwo Akinlami, I be my Twitter account. If you send me message for that Twitter, I go respond. Then if you want to send me email, say okay, you want to send them to me directly. Now long email, long, make I talk am.
Mm,
CEO at powerparentingcompany.com. CEO at powerparentingcompany.com. That be my email address. CEO at powerparentingcompany.com. If you shoot me email for there, you go sure say in 48 hours, even if I don't feel respond to everything, I go touch base with you, say I see am, I go respond so time. So now
mm,
now how you feel reach me with that.
mm. So say that CEO at Power Parenting
Company
Company
dot com.
company.com. Yeah.
Yes. CEO at powerparentingcompany.com.
Okay. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you for the time where you take out of your very busy schedule to come day with us on this program to come discuss this matter where we say it to also for here for to us for our Nasian podcast now very now something where we say a day for our heart. That's why we dedicate a whole month to talk about them, and we thank you because you don't control more light to everything and help us bring this topic to a close. We will continue to talk about them, and we will continue to reach out to you so that we will get enough. We'll continue to support you. Um, we before we close, waiting for just quickly before we close the show today. What do you think? Say those of us we want help in this in the work where they do, people for Sabi Nation too, we want contribute. Say, me
Mm.
say I want be child advocate. I want to raise my voice for child. Just quickly, waiting be the thing where you feel say we fit do as a people to support, to secure this friendly environment and protect our children.
Okay, this name of this organization and an NGO. We get
Mhm.
securing a friendly and productive environment for children's society. You get NGO, you get website. If you Google if you Google the name or you go to the website, you search the name, you go see our website there. We be say we dey call for volunteer, we dey call for donation. Anyway, wey we say you want take support, wetin we dey do. You want volunteer, we get program. We dey do different program every year. We dey do program wey be say we dey do for children. We dey gather plenty children every November 20th every year. We don do am since 2017 or so. Wey be say every year we go gather children for Ikeja, Unilag, auditorium, everything full. When COVID strike, we come dey do am online. But for the first time now, this year, we dey go back to do the physical one. Wey be say that one go happen. All the time wey we dey do that, we dey call for volunteer people. So if you go to the website, you go see how you fit take support. Then again, if you wan get training, say you wan get training because passion should no suppose indicate say you supposed to do. If you have passion to drive, you no go just go begin to drive. You go first learn how to drive before you go. Because if you say na passion dey drive me, the passion go drive the person go grave.
Yeah.
So wetin go happen be say, so if you wan learn, you wan learn wetin we dey do and all of that, you fit DM me, send me message. E get one platform wey be say we dey work on now, wey be say we wan digitalize our training program, wey be say person fit go there, just click a button, do a course, and we are partnering with one or two organizations wey be say we wan do that together. When all that
Yeah.
one ready, e go dey our website, e go dey our social media platform. But for now, go that website, check. If you want support us in any way, you don't know how, send me an email or DM me. We will take them from there. And I thank you for bringing me to be part of your program today. The thing with Mr. Femi talk now, true. That spirit don't possess me. Say as I dey flow, I can't dare say why we say they only do all program for people now. Why would they speak English? Thank you. I don't enjoy myself today.
Thank
Help me to bring out another side of me where we say I don't know say exist. I don't go Wasobia FM all that time, but we know they get time to talk like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Sabi Nation. Now here we go draw the curtain today. We hope say when I don't hear everything we discuss for this program today, and the episode for those people who not catch them live, the episode go day on YouTube. When if you go watch them, all the information to reach our guest today, we go put them for the description, and we go also collect the audio of this episode, release them on top our podcast platforms
Yeah.
throughout. So as we draw the curtain today, we want greet all of una and we say make una continue to stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
Yeah.